Hi everybody, it's Ernesto. Let me just position myself in a really... okay, here we go. Hi everybody, it's Ernesto. And I wanted to bring on Jax Anderson. And she will be one of the sponsors at the Kauai 2019 Kauai Continuing Education Retreat in 2019 for therapists. And for those of you who have not registered or hopped on this, please do so. The link is above. I'm going to go ahead and invite her right now to Carol. Hey, you guys, come join in and let's have some fun talking about this. What's up, Jack?
Hi!
Okay, look, I've got my my scarf on because I am freezing to death out here.
Dude, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. You've got to stop, man.
It's freezing out here.
How is it freezing? What's the temperature?
It's 63 degrees.
It's like 20 something here.
Oh hell no. No, that's not healthy at all. That's not healthy. So we got some people on, and I know that hi Carol, there's a lot of people that are really excited about this trip, and I understand you were here in San Diego.
I was in San Diego just yesterday. I was there last Tuesday to Sunday for the Social Media Marketing World Conference. I love San Diego.
Right. You got to move out here. You got to move out here.
I think
you were meant to be in the ocean.
I think I was meant to be where it's not cold.
Yeah.
But that's good. I can go for ocean. When we took off yesterday, we took off into the ocean, like out over the ocean. I saw dolphins like jumping, and it was so cool.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those things here where you just go to the beach, you see them, and we don't appreciate them too much, but we should start appreciating them.
Yeah, you should appreciate it more because you don't want to live here.
What do you guys see out there?
What's that?
What do you guys see out there?
What do we see out here?
As far as
wildlife in Wisconsin? Deer dead on the side of the road mostly.
No,
I know.
Really?
Well, I'm not a nature person. Like and I bet you I would be a nature person though if I lived somewhere where the climate was better. Here there's like in the summer there's mosquitoes. So like I don't want to go hiking when there's flying syringes all over, like, you know what I mean?
Flying syringes.
Well, seriously.
Oh, mark that, you guys. That was hilarious.
You know, and in the winter it's just too damn cold to go anywhere. So I just don't. So I see roadkill. That's my wildlife.
So you got a chance to meet a lot of the therapists that you've met online, and that was the beautiful part about this. Tell me that experience.
It was so amazing, and I'm so glad I got to, because I've never been to a conference of this caliber ever before in my life. I mean, I'm on conference hangover status right now. I'm so tired. But you're going, like, constantly going. There's always something to do, always people to meet, and constantly networking. But Colleen Mullen came on. She's like, where are you? I want to meet you. She drove all the way down to the convention center. So we got to meet. She got to meet Lewis Howes then, too, because he just showed up. It was so cool. And then I met with Laura Carr and Patricia Winkler at a coffee shop.
Beautiful.
I know. It was. I'm so
And
glad.
Melissa, right?
What's that?
And Melissa.
And Melissa was my roomie. Yeah.
Oh,
Melissa and I roomed together at the conference, and it was just so cool it's totally like meeting characters out of a comic book. It really is. So cool.
And you know that's one of the push for the 2019 retreat on Kauai. It's because, you know, yes, we got continuing education. It's going to be fun, but it's really all about the connection, right? I met so many people online, and getting them all together on Kauai.
I know. I know. I'm so excited. I'm going to give you a big old hug when I see you.
Oh, and selfies, remember?
Yes, selfies, and I'm like, tackle you.
Yeah, if anything, you guys, if you guys are going to be attend, make sure that on a daily basis you are selfie ready when you're around Jackson.
Yes. It's going to be like all the time. I'm going to be live all the time, selfies. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me just explain a little bit about this trip and this event and the role that Jax is going to be playing. And I reached out to her because I'm very impressed with her movement, not only in the videography world, but also in the photography world. So she's going to sponsor this event by providing you guys have to contact her for professional
Mhm.
headshots, and
Mhm.
imagine having the beach as your background, right? That's your backdrop, Jax.
I
That's your
know.
backdrop.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for my creative brain to just like, oh, I'm going to need all the models. I'm going to need everybody to take pictures
it's
there.
over it's really overwhelming
Yeah.
because Kauai in general is one of those places in the world that really is everywhere you look. It's almost a postcard, right? And the thing is, I growing up there, you never really think about it until
Right.
you leave for a few years, and then you come back and you go, oh my gosh, I lived here. Or I still do live here. Right?
That's
I
awesome.
remember when I first went out to college here in California. We took a stroll down the beach, and a lot of my friends were not from the West Coast. They're from the
Right.
East Coast. And
Right.
wow, there's a beautiful beach, and I'm like, um, I'm from Hawaii. The sand is not dusty. In Hawaii, you can just rub it off, and But so tell us a little bit about what you're expecting. What are
Mhm.
some of the exciting things that you're coming up with for
Yeah.
the trip?
Yeah. Well, I learned a lot on this trip already. And it turned out I took headshots for about 6 people out in San Diego. Wasn't even expecting to do it. I just brought my camera because I knew it was going to be beautiful and I wanted to take pictures of the scenery. But I ended up doing headshots for 6 different people out there. So I'm super excited to just be taking pictures all the time. And what people are really looking for, and I've noticed, is they want to freshen up their headshots. And I think that's good to do that on a regular basis on social media because you're constantly seeing everything's constantly changing so much all the time. That's another thing I
Good
learned here.
point.
It's like you really got to keep up with the changes and the times. So I thought, every 3 months would be good to kind of just freshen up my own headshots. And then also another thing that I found that people really love to do is take pictures that maybe aren't professional headshots, but they're just of you, maybe doing something silly that you can create a meme out of. So like you've seen maybe my pictures
Mm,
where I'm kind of like this, and then I put like, my message here and I'm really promoting the
brilliant.
brand and promoting me. And you've always said, you are your brand, not your business. So they should be pictures of you. And if you're
Yeah.
constantly doing new ones like that, freshening them up, then you're staying with the times. It's you're being transparent, you're being authentic with your audience. And with a Kauai backdrop, who wouldn't want to make awesome headshots and memes out of those? you know?
Yes, yes. You make a very good point. I never really thought about that as, people are thinking professional headshots,
Mm-hmm.
but you can actually use certain photos. And we have
Right.
certain apps now, like Canva,
Yes.
that you can create those things, right?
Exactly. So you download those apps, and all you need is a picture of you. Which, if you're
Hmm.
really good with your iPhone and you have a tripod, and you can easily do it on your own. But it's also nice to just have somebody snap 200 pictures of you and send them to you, and then you just download the
You
ones,
do whatever you,
throw
yeah,
them
you
into
do whatever you
Canva.
want on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And the other thing about it is the Kauai trip is all about collecting experiences. A
Right.
lot of people told me that they're going to, so the CEUs is a secondary
Hmm.
approach, right? Or the tax deductible.
Right.
One of the things that people are going, because a lot of times people are already maxed out on their CEUs.
Right.
I know I will be,
Yes.
right? But that word Kauai,
Yeah.
people are going to collect experiences, and many
Yeah.
people have gone to Kauai, but it's a different experience where you're there with a lot of other clinicians
Hmm.
that you've met online, and that energy
Yeah.
is, I think, what people are buying into,
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure. I mean, if I wouldn't have, signed up and wouldn't have agreed to do this and, totally in already after this conference, I definitely would have been. I had so
Hmm.
much fun meeting all these people, networking. I mean, it just gets your creative juices flowing.
Yes.
It's so inspiring. I came back really, you get kind of burned out and you're like the day to day, like, oh, I need something to spice things up. That was exactly what I needed. I have so many
Wow.
ideas right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And plus that I remember they have that conference every 2 years, I believe.
Every year.
Oh, every year in San Diego, but
Mhm.
they also have some places as well too, right?
Uh,
But yeah, with Kauai, with the Kauai trip, that type of energy is, I think, what people are attracted to,
for
and I
sure.
think yeah, and I think the reason why it's hovering over the 40-ish attendees so far, it's because right? I mean, how many more months and how many more days do we have to market this?
I don't know. You're
It's
gonna have
just
a lot of people.
it's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, and the only thing that I'm racking my brain on is making sure that everybody's experience, the connection, the
Right.
aloha spirit is actually
Yes.
experienced there.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you're going to have to worry about that, Ernesto. I think the energy, I'm already feeling the energy of it. It's already exemplified through everything that the new video that you put out, like that was amazing. Just driving down the road. I mean, it's who wouldn't want to go? And I think most people do just want to go to connect. And like, I want to meet Joe from Australia. I want to meet all these people, so I'm just like, so excited to be there. And I don't know if I'm going to go to any CEUs. I might just be live
Yeah,
in the hallway the whole
me
time.
too.
I don't,
Me too. I had to put that in the stipulation that in order for you to attend or get the discounts, you have to attend the CEUs. And I was like, I don't even think. But because a lot of people are like, can I go and just we want to go to the workshops. It's great,
yeah.
but it's the idea of quiet. And let me just paint you a picture of how this is going to look. So the second day when I posted, I literally thought I was just going to attract about 20 people, right? 20 people. The next day, I wake up with all of these PayPal payments and registration. I was like, so I called Hilton early Monday morning, and I said, can I can I get a bigger room? They're like, don't panic. Well, we got it. So we'll give you the space where there's 200 people. You can sit 200 people. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. And I was like, I'm willing to pay. And the good thing is, the person who's helping us is my brother's best friend.
Okay.
And so he did not include the any other fees other than just the down payment. I was like, are you freaking serious?
Wow.
It's just it's amazing. And the positioning of the chairs, he was like, so do you want the audience to be facing the ocean or they're back facing the ocean? I was like, I was like, okay, that's a tough one because I wouldn't be able to focus if the ocean is in front of me.
Well, I'm going to turn my chair around if we're not facing the ocean. So I'll just be sitting backwards the whole time.
Right. And so it's beautiful. We got yoga and we got you taking pictures. So tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, I own a private practice in Wisconsin called A Beautiful Journey, and it focuses on teens and parents of teens. So I help teens manage bullies and their anxiety, and I help parents manage their teens. And photography has always been a hobby of mine, and videography started becoming a hobby of mine once I, just kind of got into owning my own practice. So I started making my own videos, started making my own photos, and then other people were like, hey, can you do that for me? And so then I just started using my hobby as another passive income stream. And so then it's just kind of, and now like when I was out in San Diego, most people just thought I was a photographer, and when they found out I was a mental health therapist, they're like, why are you a mental health therapist? You should be a photographer. Well, okay, I guess I'm really going to have to find a way to get creative and combine both. And,
Thank you.
And yeah, and so that's kind of like what you've done so very well. And that's what really have gotten my wheels turning, because every time I think, well, no, I'm a mental health therapist that does photography, something like that'll come along and they'll be like, you should be a photographer. So,
yeah. And I love that you're merging both worlds together, because it's absolutely possible. And a lot of times a lot of clinicians, they're creative, they're artists, but they stay within that mental health world, right? You don't have to.
Nope.
You can kind of get creative with it. So for all of you who are tuning in and who's going to be watching this video later, please visit her website. I will connect it. Jax is also, her website is also connected to the actual website. I'm incredibly excited. If you have not registered for this event, please do so as soon as possible. Well, yeah, as soon as possible.
Yeah, get in there.
Get in there. I have also, I'm twisting some arms because we have about 30 slots for the Hilton, and we got, I think, 50 for the Aston Resort Hotel, which is next door.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull some strings to get more rooms at the Hilton Grand Hotel. And if you guys have not been to Wailua, there's a Wailua River going up, and ancient Hawaiians used to use that place as what they call heiaus. There's a lot of ceremonies going on there.
Wow.
It's a very historical place, and the energy about that, for those of you who are into yoga, who are into a lot of alternative meditation, that is the central spot on Kauai that has been told that there's a lot of positive energy there.
That is so neat.
Right.
I'm so excited to learn. That's why I'm not going to go to the CEUs. This is Hawaii, but also like, you know, the culture. I want to learn more about that culture and just experience it and meet the people. And I think it's just so neat. I love that you're doing this.
You know, the coolest part about this is when we are doing, so there's yoga, there's yoga for all of you who go there. And in the area that we're doing yoga, there's a what they call a heiau. Heiau is actually a ceremonial place for ancient Hawaiians. And you're going to be doing yoga next to a heiau.
That's so cool.
But while I'll be taking a nap on the beach, you guys.
Well, I'm going to try and do yoga. I'm a weightlifter. I'm a former basketball player. Yoga is just, you know, but I'll try.
I'll try it maybe one day, you know, and then after that, I'll just lounge around. So, yeah. So I am so excited that you're coming. So what are you, besides the culture, besides being around people, what other things that you are looking forward to on this trip?
I think I want to take a surfing lesson. I think I do.
That's awesome.
I do. I think so. I don't know. I've never surfed before, and I've always been scared to go in the ocean, like what you were saying about you can't see like what's underneath. But I'm kind of like, you know, F it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. And I think they start you out on the sand anyway. So if I can't get it, then I'll just move on. But my daughter and my husband are gonna come with me. So it's kind of so we're making this like a family vacation. So we're like, this is once in a lifetime. Let's just go. So I'm really looking forward to spending time with them on vacation.
That's awesome.
And, you know, like I said, meeting everybody, but just relaxing. Even though I'll be working, it's not going to feel like work.
No, especially with the atmosphere. And you know what? Your daughter is going to love the spot where we're going to, just because it's a natural pool area. So there's a deep area. Yeah. So when you walk out, you'll see these rock formations.
Oh.
And you'll see the waves crashing in. So it's a safe area.
Sure.
Right. There's a kiddie pool. They call it a kiddie pool, but it's natural rock formation.
Oh,
so it's literally like that.
That is
and
so
this
cool.
part right here is the deepest part, and you can see waves coming up over the shore. Yeah.
She's gonna love it. So exciting.
Yeah. That's the only place where I'll swim, because I can actually see what's under me. There's no way I'm going out.
And the only thing I'd be afraid of are like sharks or jellyfish. But from what I understand, sharks are very sacred in Hawaii, correct?
Yes.
So, and
absolutely,
they're very honored and respected. And they actually are very careful about making sure that if there's sharks in that area, they don't surf. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people will warn you, and the sharks there are almost trained to stay away from people.
Okay.
It's not like in San Diego where they wait for you.
I know.
Sorry. They're like, we need fresh human blood.
Oh no. Those,
no.
I didn't surf in San Diego. I think it was too cold. Everybody was wearing wetsuits when I went to the ocean, but I don't.
So you know this. So again, register, you guys. We've got a handful of, 40-ish people going, and you know the funny thing about this is there are more non-Californians going to this event. Most everybody's on the East Coast, Texas, and you know, it's almost as if I have to pull teeth just to get Californians to go.
Yeah, which is so weird because it's not like for them, it's not that long of a flight, but I guess they have such awesome weather all the time too, and they're right by a beach. But I'm
Yeah.
just like, yeah, get me the hell out of Wisconsin in January. Like, no brainer.
That's hilarious. Oh gosh. So I know Robin, you're registered and good to go.
Yeah. Oh, Robin, I get to meet Robin.
Yeah. So you're going. So what I understand, Jax, is that you're going to have your cell phone and live streaming video all over the place, right?
Yep. I'm gonna have
Like
my
all of
camera. I'm gonna be like a walking camera person. I'm gonna have my phone. I might even steal my husband's phone so we can do like two, and I'll have my camera. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. I'll be getting pictures from everywhere.
That is so amazing. So, guys, the link is above. Go ahead and visit Jack's website. It's on the website as well too. I'm so excited that you're coming, and it's an honor you flying all the way from Wisconsin to California, and then California with the turbulence.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I have such anxiety flying. Oh, and that turbulence. We were going over the Rocky Mountains yesterday. You saw the picture of me, I think. And it's just like, and I'm always back of the plane, like, you know, back of the plane. So it's, you know, it literally feels like we're kind of doing this. And I'm like, you know, I think that's why I was so exhausted when I got home, because I was so anxious.
Hence.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I'll do it.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I mean, I wish I drank alcohol, but I don't. So every time I travel, that is, and you know what? The crazy thing is, every single time, the captain would say things like, "Oh, we're gonna have a bumpy ride," or like a snarky kind of remark, like, "Shut up."
I know. Well, yesterday, what happened? This is the first time this ever happens. The captain came out. Usually, when they come on, they say, "Oh, we're going to experience a little bit of turbulence. Please sit down and fasten your seatbelts. Should be over shortly." Usually that's what they say, right? The captain literally like came on the intercom. He did not mince words. He was like, "Seatbelts, please." And like, that was it. And I was like, shit. What the hell? I'm like watching the flight attendants, like, are they going to freak out? Like,
yes, that's what gives me comfort. I watch the flight attendants. If they're freaking out, then I'm gonna freak out. You know, like horses, they look at the leader of the horse, and then they figure out, okay, do we freak out or do we not?
Good. I'm gonna freak out if you're gonna freak out. Yeah. So I was like, and he did that at least a few times, like, "Seatbelts, please." And it's like, you could maybe like ease the blow with, you know, like...
Robin says hypnosis works really well to dissolve flying anxiety. Ooh.
That as close to the middle as possible. Yeah, except the problem is I can't upgrade to the middle yet.
I'd be like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you get off my seat? Because I'm about to have a panic attack."
Yes. You do not want this large, almost 6 foot tall redhead from Wisconsin having a panic attack on this plane. Nope. No, you do not want that.
No matter what mindfulness training we have, if that plane is going off the chains as far as turbulence, get off.
Yep. I'm going out with a bang, that's for sure.
Right. All right, we're gonna sign off here, but Jax, thank you again. This was so much fun, and I'm going to be promoting Jax all through the year because she has graciously offered her skills as a photographer in a beautiful backdrop of Kauai.
I'm so excited. Contact me, sign up, we'll get you on the list.
Awesome. Thank you, Jax.
Thanks, Ernesto. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.